As raw material prices begin to cool off, what will the impact be on consumer good makers and their margins? This is the theme of our discussion today with the management of Symphony. We're joined by Nrupesh Shah, the Executive Director of Corporate Affairs at the company, to discuss demand trends, input costs and the business outlook. Mr. Shah, good morning and thanks a lot for joining in. I want to first ask you about, since you are in the business of air coolers, central air coolers, even for not just residential but for commercial as well. There was a World Bank report which indicated that there could be a severe heat wave and India could be hit the hardest over the next many months. Wanted to understand from you in terms of business, how are the things expected to be? Are you expecting outsized growth over the next 3 to 6 months? And how does that compare to, say, the pre-COVID periods? Have you already got back to higher levels? And what is the growth expected to be over the next 1 year?
Thanks for having me, Sonia. No, so we are in a sweet spot and vis-a-vis pre-COVID in terms of the top line, in terms of the sales, we are absolutely back to normalcy as evident from our top line numbers of September quarter as well as June quarter, whether within the country or rest of the world. Of course, we, our trade partners and all our associates are highly bullish about the upcoming summer and time to come on account of various factors as cited by you. So whether it is in the residential air cooler category or whether it is in centralized ducted air cooler category, and we are certainly witnessing good traction.
You place some numbers to that. You're sitting on a base of almost 300 crores of revenues per quarter in the quarter gone by. How much growth can you do for the second half of the year? Where do you think you'll end the year?
So second half of the year, we are targeting much ambitious top line growth. I will not indulge into exact numbers or percentage of the growth.
Okay. Sir, any reason why you're not divulging what this ambitious growth forecast is for the second half of the year?
No, in line with our consistent policy of not exactly giving the guidance or the precise
But
numbers.
some indication, sir, what H2 could bring in terms of top line and even margins. Because your margin guidance that you told us last time was fairly wide, 16 to 19%. Now that only 4 months are left for the year to close, could you narrow down the margin guidance for us?
Sure. So in medium term, on a consolidated basis, we are targeting CAGR sales growth of about 20%. That includes within the country as well as our subsidiaries put together. This considering there was a substantial degrowth during the COVID time because both the wave of COVID really hit during the summer. But we are back to normal trajectory as far as that part is concerned. Coming to margin percentage wise, still vis-a-vis pre-COVID, the raw material prices are substantially higher. Of course, in last couple of months, there has been some reduction, but still even vis-a-vis last year, it is higher. But in ensuing quarters, our aspiration is to be back to our normal EBITDA margin, and we should reach there sometime by June 23 quarter.
Okay, should reach there by June 23. Mr. Shah, thanks a lot for joining us. This is Pavitra. Last time we spoke to you, end of October, you did say that you have taken, a price hike already, and you are looking to take a few more in order to offset the margin pressure. Have you taken any more since then?
Yes, we have taken the price increase, and that will be a continuous exercise, and it will happen in a graded fashion.
So how much have you been able to pass on to the customer then in that case so far, and what is the plan from here?
So far in last 6 months, it varying from model to model, but it is in the range of 5 to 14%.
This 5 to 15% is in the month of November? After Q2 ended?
No, this has been post 30th June. So starting 1st July until now.
Can you tell us in terms of exports, what kind of, 40% of your contribution comes from exports. Any slowdown that you're witnessing? Because a lot of these markets have been under pressure. Any order cancellations, any supply side challenges because of which export orders have been cancelled?
No, you are absolutely right. So as of now, we are witnessing some pressure, especially from United States. As you may be aware, in US, we have a large business, and there some of the orders and demand has been cut. So that will be reflected in our December quarter partly, and also in March quarter in particular.
What's the extent of the order cancellation or the weakness in US?
No, still it is premature, but initial signs are it may be sizable. Difficult to quantify at this point of time.
Okay, all right. We will leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining
We
in.
believe that is a purely temporary phenomena, because last year summer was good, demand was huge, but because of the overall economic situation, this is where it is leading to.
Sizable.
Okay,
right?
it is sizable. So I guess that's reflecting in your stock price as well. Thanks a lot for joining in and giving us an update. So that's Symphony telling us that demand back home is quite good, but exports, which is a big chunk of their business, there is quite a bit of pressure that they're facing over there.